Namaste, hello, and welcome to our second day of the 10-day gratitude challenge. And I'm so grateful to have you here with me. What we've been looking at yesterday, we were talking about the obstacles, firstly, the obstacles that seem to come into our lives and stand between us and the practice of gratitude. And one of the main obstacles that we see is, firstly, of course, when we are living in fear. So we have this survival brain that kicks in whenever there's fear present, and we retreat into this, and all we can do is either fight or flight. So you can either come into fighting that is in front of us or running from it and checking out. Those are the two options that usually happen. And when we're in these states, we cannot be in the present moment because we've been drawn right out of the present moment. So then we find ourselves separate from what is happening, and we move into imaginings. Either they're imaginings of discourse and fight, or they're imaginings of dreams of things being different. And when we're in those states, it's very hard for us to access gratitude. So we need to find out what those triggers are and find a way to draw ourselves back home, back into the present moment. And then the second cause of our suffering and our separation from gratitude and generosity is when we are grasping, when we feel that what we have right now in the present moment is not enough. And when we begin to dream and want more, we live in a not enough. We live in this, I don't have enough, I need more, I don't do enough, I don't feel enough, I don't pray enough, I don't laugh enough. We just become caught up in the not enoughs. And when we're caught up in the not enoughs and in the self-judgment, we strive to be somewhere else. And if you just reflect on your day, you might notice at any point in your day, and I notice this in myself a lot, there's always this need to be somewhere else. I've got to finish this job so I can get to do that. I've got to finish this so I can do that. I need to do my yoga so that I can do. So if I'm always chasing something else, how am I ever present in what's available for me here and now? And it's in the moment, it's in the presence that we're able to cultivate and find and experience gratitude. So we need to find a way to draw ourselves into the moment. So one of the remembrances that we practiced yesterday was to remember what we loved. And we spent some time in meditation just reminding ourselves of what it is that we love. And hopefully yesterday was a day that you were able to spend constantly coming back to what it is that you love. And so cultivating that ongoing gratitude. And then there's the second pillar that I'd like us to look at today, and that is learning to love what is. So when we find we're grasping, when we find we're seeking for things to be different, what we're doing is we're running away from what is. So what we need to do is we need to begin to sit in what is and to learn to really embrace and love what is. And when we can find this, when we can find this space where we can sit in what is and we can begin to be with what is in the moment, then we are able to create space around what is and truly begin to appreciate what is in our lives, instead of wishing for it to be different, which then transports us somewhere else. So I have a lovely meditation practice that I'd like us to do together that will show us and help us to move into this knowing and this acceptance of what is, loving what is as it is, being right here without wishing for anything to be any other way. And this is easy to do when being with the moment includes things that we have chosen. But sometimes in our life there's a lot that we haven't chosen. There's a lot that we feel that we've been given or we've inherited, and that's where the battle begins. And that's where we find the minute we sit with that we haven't chosen, we either run away or we try and fight and resist it. So there's checking out or resisting. But what we're going to do now is we're going to find a way to come into this and to sit in what is. And this is the basis of a mindfulness practice, this sitting in truth. And it requires practice. So begin with this practice, do it time and time and time again. If you already have a mindful practice, apply it to what we're doing here. And soon you will see, like anything, like training any muscle, the discipline will be there and the muscle will develop and the practice will become a practice of ease. So let's come into our meditation practice now. And I'd like you to just become still. Perhaps come to a comfortable seat where you know you're not going to be distracted. Sit back, lengthen your spine and close down through the eyes. And then begin to feel yourself breathing. Just sit and breathe in this present moment. Now, as you notice your body here, as you sense yourself here, begin to apply presence to a particular situation in your life, whatever. And begin to come into presence, begin to feel what is here. And just notice and observe what comes up for you. And if there's feelings of joy or happiness, sink into them. And if there's feeling of discomfort or sadness, can you let them be there? Now, as you feel ready, just bring to mind someone that you really love, but someone that you also hold judgment for. Probably not too difficult to find. Someone that you love, but that you also hold judgment for. Just spend a moment reflecting on this person. And now begin to remind yourself how it feels when you are in judgment of this person. And allow this to be there. Allow those feelings to be there. Feel in your body what it feels like to be in judgment of this person that you love. Let it be there. And now, allow yourself to feel what it feels like when you come into appreciation of this person. Allow the sensations, the feelings to be there. How you feel when you are in appreciation of this person. What does it feel like? And now, can you let both feelings be present? Can you allow yourself to feel in your body how it feels when you're in judgment? And at the same time, to feel how it feels when you are in appreciation. Allow your presence to include all of this. And in this moment, you are experiencing equanimity, non-grasping and non-judgment, just presence in what is. And just observe and notice the sense of freedom and space that is available when you allow yourself to be in the moment, to love what is, and to allow all of what is to be here now. That is the practice of loving what is. That is the practice of equanimity. So as you go through your day today, the challenge that I set for you is when you find yourself in judgment, when you find yourself in a situation where you are judging another person, when you're judging yourself, when you're judging the moment, the presence, stop. Allow that judgment to be there. Allow it to be there. And then bring to mind, what about that person, or what about yourself, or what about the moment do you appreciate? And then see if you can pause and wait and just be there. Be there in that moment. Be there in that presence. Allowing both aversion and attachment to be there without judgment. Just be in the moment. So that's my challenge for you today. And I would love to hear how you get on. I would love to hear what you experience. Please post in the group and share your experiences. You know, when we hear what others are doing and what others are going through, it validates and it puts into perspective what we are experiencing. So don't be afraid to share. Share your experiences so that we can all grow and evolve together. Thank you so much for spending this time with me now. I really value and appreciate your time, and I wish you blessings for your day ahead. From my heart to yours, namaste.